And we're back! Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. I am Eddie Oz, this is All Things Editors, and today is an exciting episode. We are on our way to V-Spec Performance, the home of GTRs. We're about to pick up the R34 Gtr m-spec in Millennium Jade, one of 141 in the world, with its new power levels, and we're going to have a first drive and first impression, and we're going to go over a few of the modifications. If you haven't already watched the last few episodes, I would, because you're missing out. As always, if you're new to the channel, we cover all things automotive, all things fitness, all things business, and everything else that encompasses my life. And if you're enjoying the content and you haven't already seen the content, feel free to subscribe, push that thumbs up button straight away, and now we're starting the vlog.
So yeah, start off with obviously all the oil changes.
Sort this out and then head downstairs and just check out everything. I can't wait. You reckon there'll be a big enough difference for me to notice the difference? Hopefully.
Well, if you're a low boost engine,
yeah.
high boost, I think so.
Awesome. And the weather's not too bad either. The roads are dry, so it should be good. But we're not hooning, so yes. We need one of those. You have the keys. Oh, perfect. If I jump in now. So, just really quick, went over the car with Simon. We've got our boost controller in here. It's got a high and low boost setting. High boost obviously makes just a little over 300 kilowatts. The only thing really stopping us from making more power at the moment is the fuel system, and these turbos will probably max out around 330 or 350 kilowatts before we look at, upgrading the turbos and then obviously building the engine. The power FC at the moment is tuned and it's in the side panel here, so there's no reason to have it exposed. So we've just sort of tucked it away into the side kick panel, and then if it doesn't need a retune at all, we can have that sorted. They can just take the kick panel off and then retune the car as need be. We've done the HKS cam gears, as we said, played with timing a little bit and got a little bit more power. And now I'm excited to just drive the car. Man, I'm loving how clean this car is.
Yeah, and that's an S-tune front bar too.
Yeah, it looks so good, man.
Fuel motor as well,
Yeah.
2.8. This is about 360 kilowatts, all four wheels.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I reckon that's enough. Even the silver the titanium silver wheel, it sets it off perfectly. Like everyone always goes black on black, but it offers the right contrast. That's epic. I like the little carbon touches as well.
It's Nismo, you can still buy those.
You can? Yeah.
You can get the
Nismo tax? $5,000. Oh yeah, this is nice, man. Check it out from the front. So this is exactly sort of how the front end will look for the m-spec NER. I like it a lot. I also like the NER bonnet, like with the little duct. Awesome, man. Well, I'm gonna get out of your hair, get back to the office and enjoy this car.
Well,
thanks guys. Thanks, man. Guys, so last we left off at V-Spec Performance. Unfortunately, all the cameras died on us and we didn't have the adequate cameras that we've got on hand now, and we wanted to give you guys a proper experience in the car. We will cut to some footage right now of my initial experience in the GTR. All right guys, bear with me. It's the first drive in the GTR and already it's starting to feel a lot more responsive. Let's give it a pull. It is at 4,000 revs. Wow! Holy crap! That is so much more responsive. My heart rate is through the roof. So again, we're at 4,000 RPM first gear. Wow. at that sound. Making boost and doing so with minimal lag. I am so happy! And now that we're back, we have got all our camera equipment set up. Let's do this. So you guys would have seen the initial drive in the R34. Now we're going to take you guys for the secondary drive. We've got a bunch of cameras in here. I'm not a car reviewer, I'm not a car blogger, but I want to be able to share with you guys a passion of mine, a massive passion of mine, which is automotive. I love driving the cars, I love experiencing them, and I've dreamt of owning a GTR for as long as I can remember. One of the main questions that I get from everyone on my Instagram at Wealth and Fitness, free plug, is how I imported this car. Now, I'm in Australia, it is legal here. In the US, they're currently illegal. There are a few ways to get around that. I don't understand what constitutes a legal R34 in the States, so I can't offer you guys any insight in regards to that. But I can tell you about the story about my R34 and how I got it. I initially imported it in January of 2017. Well, I won the auctions for the R34 in January of 2017. I was after a Millennium Jade example. It had to be in pristine condition. This came up, it was a 4B rating, which is pretty much the best that you can get in the land of Japan, and I won the auction at 12 million yen. It took about 6 months to arrive here by boat to Australia, at which point we registered it on the roads, and it has been an amazing car to drive. Obviously, I'm a little bit tentative with driving it as well because I don't want to put too many kilometers on the car. As I was saying earlier, the car has 118,000 kilometers, which I think is around about 73,000 miles. The paint is in great condition. The owner did amazing, tasteful modifications. And now I recently got the car back from V-Spec Performance, which is why we're doing this vlog at the moment. We've tuned the car, we've placed some HKS cam gears, played with the timing. It's making a little bit more power. We've got it in high boost setting. It's at 15 PSI, and let's go for that drive and give you guys an experience. And then my thoughts after having driven the car for about a week, my thoughts on the current platform and what we have in store next. Sounds so good. Never go over the RB26 sound. It's got that distinctive Japanese 90s tone. Love it. I love the Skyline. Grown up watching the cars, grown up around the cars, and I had to have one. And now we do. Lucky enough to have one in our possession, especially in this example. So I've been driving the car for a little over a week now, been able to get used to the current power platform and how it delivers. And as always, power is never enough. Definitely want to shoot for more power. Right now it's making 305 all-wheel kilowatts, which is about 400 wheel horsepower. I'm not sure what that is at the crank. That's being made by 15 pounds of boost through these Gretty low mount turbos. And in all honesty, I feel like these turbos are currently out of their efficiency range. We could definitely have them coming on a little bit more with maybe 20 pounds of boost, but then would run out of fuel, unfortunately. So the next step in terms of our performance modifications, I think, should be an aftermarket single fuel pump and maybe 1000cc injectors. Maybe that's a little bit overkill, but enough fuel to compensate for the boost. And then I feel as though the car's power levels will be adequate for at least the time being. You know, with 20 pounds of boost, we should be seeing 330, 340 all-wheel kilowatts, which is, you know, closer to that 450, 500 wheel horsepower range, which I think is perfect for the streets. I think that's definitely enough, especially from this platform, and something that I'll thoroughly enjoy. So I want something that can handle the boost that I'm after, especially if we want to wake these turbos up and feel that kick that we need from this platform. Go for another pull. That felt great. That felt awesome. All of the boost. Still needs more though. So in terms of what's next for the car, obviously we want to up the ante with the performance. 20 pounds of boost through these turbos would be sufficient, and then we can look at potentially building up the motor if we go down that route. In terms of exterior modifications, obviously we have the S-Tune front bumper that we still need to install, the Nismo side skirts, the Nismo rear spats, and the Z-Tune widen fenders, and I think that will set off the aesthetics of the car. Just those little completing pieces. We're going to take that to SL Customs. Hopefully we can shoot some footage of that entire process. Get the color matching down pat. Obviously, being a Millennium Jade car, this is a rare example, and I want it to, you know, look the part as well as perform the part. These cars were made, you know, over 2 decades ago, and unfortunately, the performance is a little bit lackluster, and they have been superseded by all these new performance cars that are currently out on the market. So in order for these to compete, they do need slight retune, slight tune up, slight performance upgrades. That's what we're doing. Basically modernizing the R34 Gtr and doing it down to our specifications, because at the end of the day, you know, what's the point of owning a car if you're not going to modify it? But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride along. My final summary on the power, it needs more of it. It feels great. V-Spec Performance did a great job. Obviously there's a world of difference from when I first picked it up, not knowing that there was a high boost setting and a low boost setting. We retuned the high boost setting, the turbos kick on very nicely, but it's just, it's a tease. It's honestly a tease. We need more boost. We need the adequate fuel system. We need to go take the car down to SL Customs and get the bodywork done, and then enjoy it, film some content for you guys. That's it. We're gonna go answer some of your questions in the office. Guys, this is my dog. Meant to be answering questions for the vlog, but she has other ideas, because every time I say walk. Hey, come here. Honestly, we want to film automotive content. We want to film lifestyle content. We want to film everything. Film the dog. She's literally saying more boost in the Skyline. It's weak as piss at the moment. She's doing donuts. This vlog was meant to be about the Skyline. We're doing our Q&A. We do this at the end of every single episode. It is our format. So if you're new to the channel, we hope you like the Q&As, little segment into my life. The questions do come from Instagram. If you're not already following there, it's wealth and fitness. And let's get on with it. MC Macca01 says, how many cars do you own? I think it's 7 at the moment. So we've got the Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4. We've got the R34 Skyline m-spec Nr in Millennium Jade. We've got a 1997 deep jewel green Toyota Supra, originally an SZ model, currently being built to over 1,000 kilowatts. We've got a 1 of 43 solar yellow 2002 RZS Toyota Supra. In terms of daily drivers, we've got the Jeep Wrangler, I've got an Audi A1 Sport and a GLE 43 AMG, and we've also got a 2020 Toyota Supra currently on order. It's expected to be delivered in December, and there's an upcoming vlog on that episode on how I got to acquire one and why I'm purchasing a controversial car. So like, subscribe. So, subscribe to the channel. What's your dream car to own? Honestly, I would not mind a Koenigsegg, a Gera R. That would be the ultimate dream. I think hypercar performance and hypercar status is something that, you know, you can only dream of. So it is truly a dream car for me. What about you guys? Tell us in the comments below, what would be your dream car? And what would be the car that you aspire to one day have? Tofik Rantu says, entrepreneurship is lonely. You got to do a lot of shit yourself. How do you get through those hard times? If you guys are new to the channel, I'm Eddie Oz. I run a company, an activewear label called Do You Even. I've since grown the company to over 8 figures. And initially when I started the company, sorry. Oh, yeah, I'm running you out. So initially when I started the company, I was a broke uni student and I was doing a double bachelor's degree in law and finance. And I took a plunge into business when I'd never had any experience before. And obviously with that comes a lot of opinions. And so for the first year, I pretty much detached myself from everyone, friends and family, and went out on my own. My partner was the only one that I bounced ideas off and who reaffirmed my opinion when need be. But essentially, I didn't want to affect my outlook with pessimistic opinions or other people's opinions. So your best bet is to block out the noise and really be self-aware, be aware of your goals, be aware of where you want to go, and try and feed into that energy. I think a positive mindset is a powerful mindset, and that's what helped me yield the results that I have. You know, I've always kept a positive mindset with whatever's come my way, and I think that's all you can truly do. If you guys enjoyed the channel, as always, hit that subscribe button, give this a thumbs up. It really does go a long way in supporting the channel. Stay tuned for the next upcoming vlogs. We have a ton of content coming from cars, business, fitness, and everything else that encompasses my life. But I'm out. You guys know that I had 80% of my meniscus removed. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm running. I'm out! Waiting for that green light. Everybody waiting for that green light. I am waiting for that green light. Everybody waiting for that green light. Waiting for that green light. Everybody. Oh, there we go.